What's going on, guys? It's Jeb. We're here over on some more Modern Warfare 2. Today we ended up getting the Season 2 Reloaded update, which made quite a few changes, but again, I don't really know how it's all gonna work out. But patch notes, we got there's new Path of the Ronin challenges that leads all the way up to a new weapon camo, and apparently there's a bunch of like UI changes and stuff as well for like camos specifically and other challenges. That's stuff that absolutely needs to be like in every game going forward, like a very easy, digestible way and UI to see your progress on all of the camos in total. Even have like a visual representation of like what it could be working towards. They're showing these bundles. I don't really care much for them. There's the new marksman rifle. I don't really know if I'm gonna go out of my way to go and unlock it. Oh, they also nerfed this shotgun finally. I didn't even get it to max level. I don't care about this. I only care about the base weapons. I haven't even leveled up my Hemlock. Dude, I haven't even gone and got the final level for my Victus when they updated that months ago. So marksman rifles, boom, Tempest Torrent. Get 25 double kills using a marksman rifle. Honestly, easy enough if you were on like a small map or something. Everybody should be able to unlock this in a couple games. You could go get it in DMZ, no idea where you get it from. So changes against armor for the STB. Raw MG gets nerfed. There's a slight close damage increase. RPK gets a nerf. MG38 ends up getting a nerf. MX9 got a buff. Bass P got a buff. PDSW change. We don't know if this is a buff or a nerf. They adjusted the way that the iron sights are to make it look better. It says improve visibility, so you assume it's a buff, but who knows? There could be some PDSW fanatic out there that love the original, and they're gonna claim that this ruined the entire weapon. VEL 46, close damage range is buff, increased to flinch on ARs, SMGs, LMGs, and shotguns. So they're getting the same treatment that sniper rifles get. I don't really know how to feel about flinch. Flinch is something that I don't feel like should be in the game because it creates inconsistency, but at the same time, it's been a part of the game for such a long time that like I'm very used to it, but logically speaking, I just don't think flinch belongs in FPS games. But they buffed the grenade launchers and underbarrel shotguns that actually give you recoil control when you add them onto the weapon now. I mean, I guess that kind of makes sense since you're adding weight to the front of the gun, so it compensates a little bit. So, you know, I get it. But if we want to get real technical, we can make this really not fun. There's still quite a few things attachments-wise that just don't make any sense at all. Reduced flinch received on no stock modifications. Yeah, so just like a bunch of different changes and stuff as far as attachments and other things. A lot of things should perform differently. The meta should shift a little bit. We'll see, though. It could just stay the same generally, and then things could either just be a little bit better feeling or worse feeling. The idea is for everything to feel better, but they buff frag grenades, claymores, and semtex. All new menus for weapon and camo challenges. Added a store tab for play. No one cares. Inverted flash. Here we go. The inverted flash option has been added as an accessibility option in the interface category for Season 2 Reloaded with two values: off the default behavior or on the added behavior. It allows you to change the color of the flash effect from the flashbang from white to black. We recommend adjusting the option for players who feel discomfort when affected by the full white screen effect. Dude, what's crazy too, there are people out there that are actually upset about it and saying, well, it's not a flashbang anymore. Shut the fuck up. My browser's in dark mode. Every single app I use is in dark mode. You better be using light mode on every single one of them. Your retinas are worse than mine, I guarantee. So with my browser, all my apps and everything on dark mode, why would I not want dark mode grenades? Call them blackout grenades. Who gives a shit? There's no equivalent on this game, so who cares? This guy is genuinely saying that he threw flash grenades to genuinely hurt people's eyeballs as opposed to just removing in-game characters' eyeballs for a moment. They are saying they actually think of doing real life damage to your eye. You are a psychopath. They added drop zone, one in the chamber, all or nothing, ranked play. Weapon tuning is finally turned off. I'm still in bronze. I literally haven't played since my last videos. I just, whatever, man. But I am happy that ranked is a big success. It's definitely the most successful ranked mode that they've ever produced. As far as the ranked mode itself goes and the structure of everything, definitely something that needs to be continued forward through every single Call of Duty and much closer to release. At the very least, there needs to be some sort of like preseason very quickly, and then when the real season drops, you know, reset everyone to 0, but maybe like your preseason rating affects your initial placement MMR or something like that. Warzone 2 changes. I don't really know what's going on with Warzone 2 anymore, and people get mad at me whenever I talk about their dying mode anyway, so we're gonna play some drop zone. It's crazy too. We had shipment for that whole week and I actually didn't grind it the way that I was planning to. I just played Last Epoch and we just watched movies. So drop zone, if you don't know, drop zone is the mode that brought everything back. And hold on, let's change the accessibility thing. It's crazy. This update really just brings back all memory. We got Dome back, right? Now we have this flashbang chain, and then on top of that, drop zone is back. Drop zone, Modern Warfare 3 on Dome. That is my pastime. Oh, also, this is a Path of the Ronin camo challenge thing where you do all of these challenges and then you unlock these at the end. This is the type of stuff they need to add more of. I think this is really, really cool. Take that weapon grind simulator thing that clearly people get hooked by, whether some people like it or not. This is the way that you feel progress within this game for a lot of people. There's nothing wrong with that. It's good good that they do this. They updated the kill feed to show more kills in the kill feed, so that actually is a huge plus. Inverted flash on. Some people are like, it's so unrealistic that it's just not a flashbang anymore. It's like, well, in real life, I would just close my eyes. So I'm just gonna look at this like I'm just closing my eyes. Just, you know what I mean? My character is just blinking. So instead of us being flashbanged repeatedly, taking real life retina damage, we can make blinking jokes. I just got my lashes done type shit. Calling card challenges, operator challenges, and weapon challenges. Oh yeah, that's super nice. You can see at the top, like how many challenges are there in each category. So melee 15 of 15, 20 of 20, 40 of 40, 39 of 40, because I didn't do the Victus. It's not an original weapon, so it won't help with the Grand Mastery thing that I really care about the most. LMG says 48 of 48, but I'm not done with all the LMG ones. Am I dumb? Something that should have been in the game from the first place is now here. Wow. Yeah, exactly. Things, they're nice. It's just they need to be here off rip. When you're implementing the systems, right? The initial one, these should be like the pillars of that. And the thing is, they have streamlined this process very well. The camo unlock process on this game, exponentially easier and a much better experience than every other camo experience I've ever been through. Now, while it is the easiest, it was still the most enjoyable to me. I'm not gonna look back on this camo grind and go, ugh, hated that. I like this game. Dude, so everyone has these rip-off nuke skins. I mean, it's got the cool like symbols and shit on it. Reminds me of like some of the Diablo shit, some occultist. Really cool. So the great thing about Drop Zone is that it's basically like Hardpoint on steroids, where like even the worst of the worst players will all like just be running around on the map, like actually trying to pick up the kill streaks because they never get kill streaks anyway. If anybody has ever played Halo before, it's like the social version of Hardpoint. Like all the Social Slayer stars love this. I remember back on Halo 3, you would be able to like look back at people's combat records and stuff. You can kind of judge how good somebody is just based off of like the type of game modes that they run all the time. So for example, if you run into somebody that has like thousands of social games and like a couple hundred ranked games, you can safely assume that they're trying to play the game more for fun, right? So then you would assume like, oh, if I saw a guy that just had like a bunch of ranked things and he doesn't play any social at all, this guy would be like really good, right? This guy takes the game super seriously. Now, while that player might take the game super seriously, there's a different kind of player out there. The people that are 50s, now there are bad 50s out there, but you hit 50 if you hit general, got like a few hundred games played, but then you got thousands of customs. Those are the players you gotta be scared of. Those are the guys scrimming. I don't know if it's like a placebo, but I do feel like I'm hearing things more directly. I can't tell if that's actually a good or bad thing though. It's absolutely possible for the volume to be too loud. Drop Zone ran the entirety of multiplayer throughout Modern Warfare 3 once it came out. It was such a problem to the point to where like everybody was making montages using the clips from Drop Zone, to the point to where everybody was just like screaming and crying and complaining that the mode was too easy and everybody was just hitting clips there. And it's because, I mean, the mode is just better. It really is. I understand it is technically easier, but it mostly just makes other players actually engage with you. This is what would happen if players would actually engage. You just get clipped. I like the game modes that force anybody, good or bad, to just fight. That's why I like Shipment. The people that go and say stuff like, oh dude, go and play the close quarters mode. Shipment is better than close quarters. You don't understand. There's a one of a kind. There's not another map in the game that is like that. The only way you could do that is if you started making multiple versions of Shipment, like Shipment 1, 2, and 3 or something. They had like different setups or something from like the regular Shipment. They've already kind of done that, just named all of them Shipment. If they do like Shipment 1 through 3 and then make a playlist, that's about the only acceptable thing to put with Shipment. You make another square map that just has a slightly different setup. That is the point of these Shipment maps. I mean, there's a bunch of AC-130s and stuff, so I mean, if you're not even good at the game, just come and play Drop Zone, straight up. I'm so confused. Also, make sure you're running like armor-piercing rounds or something so you can shoot all the streaks down. I'm sure that this mode is great for other challenges and stuff like that as well, for like launchers or whatever, although I don't even remember the challenges anymore. My brain has been melted. But yeah, the new season is out. It's actually pretty fun. I haven't tried out the like new weapon or anything like that. I have no idea what's gonna happen to the meta or anything, but there's some changes, some good changes it seems. That's the thing about this game. I mean, over time, each update should make the game more and more playable because there's no possible way they could have made it worse. Sorry, I'm just picking on them. Anyway, thank you guys so much for all the love and support on all the videos recently with that Roblox and Forest and all that stuff. And yeah, it's been Jeff, guys. Later.